ASN, ASB, ASW 2020, whether you know it or not, these are all forms of unit trusts. This is the InvestSmart series brought to you by the Securities Commission Malaysia. What exactly are unit trusts? Let's find out from the SC's Stephanie Yu.
A unit trust is basically a fund where investors' monies are pooled, they're invested in a portfolio of assets, and this is actually done by a professional manager. Unit trusts actually offer you a few advantages. There's essentially diversification, access to professional fund management, and liquidity. If you think about it, right, with unit trust funds, you can instantly access a diversified portfolio at a fraction of the cost without having to invest huge amounts of money into individual stocks or bonds. It offers professional fund management services to investors who may not have the time or the knowledge to enter the market on their own. It actually gives you liquidity as well because units can actually be sold for cash and typically you'll receive the money within 10 days.
So unit trusts give you a way to diversify your investments in a more manageable and affordable way. But the trick now is to find the right people to manage your investments.
Fund managers are typically licensed by the SC, so that's one of the main things you should look out for. Are they licensed? Are these funds that they're offering actually approved by the SC as well, authorized by the SC? You can get this information on the SC's website. You will find information on fund managers that are actually licensed by us and hence supervised by us, and also funds that have actually come through the authorization process.
There are, however, some basic concepts to understand when investing your money and what you can expect to get back.
I think an important concept to remember when investing is the risk-return relationship. So simply put, the more risk you take on, the more returns you can expect over a similar investment horizon. So if you put it another way, pursuing potentially higher returns means that you are accepting higher levels of risk. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing. Investors just need to understand the risk they're taking on and consider whether they can accept the risk-return trade-off.
So the main idea here is to realize that there are risks in all investments. It's the level of risk that's different. Stephanie has some really good advice when you finally decided what to invest in.
There are definitely risks in investing in unit trusts. The investment returns are not guaranteed. It is important that you understand what type of risk the fund you're choosing to invest in is exposed to. Determine whether or not this meets your investment objective. But most importantly, once you've invested your money, check on your portfolio from time to time to see how it's actually performing. Consider how is this performing relative to your investment goals? How is it performing relative to the benchmark that it's measured against? Consider how it's performing relative to similar funds, maybe managed by other unit trust management companies. And always remember that the fund's past performance is not an indication or a guarantee of future performance. So constantly monitor your investments. You would do that with any other investment, the same thing with your unit trust investment.
Words of wisdom indeed. Now, how do you identify what you should invest in? To find out, join us again same time next week. This has been the InvestSmart series brought to you by the Securities Commission Malaysia. For the whole series so far, visit investsmartsc.my. BFM, be financially minded.